Okay, welcome to our Thursday night Sha'ar Hagilgulim, Sha'ar number 3. Whoever was here last week, happy to see you again. And today is also a very special night because this year, the 17th of Tammuz is on a Sunday. It's pushed off to a Sunday. It was supposed to be on Shabbat.
It was a fast, no?
No, on Shabbat is supposed to be the fast. It's pushed off to Sunday. Which means that we know that the Egel HaZahav, the golden calf, the day before the golden calf was made, when was it made? On the 17th of Tammuz, right? It's one of the 5 things that happened. What happened the day before? Who did they kill? One very big tzaddik. Chur, Benashel Miriam. Today is his yahrzeit. Tonight is the 16th of Tammuz. Tonight is the yahrzeit of Chur. If you guys will get there, Hagdama Zayin, I believe, in Sha'ar Hagilgulim, the Ari HaKadosh says there are certain shorashim, certain root souls that never end up marrying their true soulmates. It's impossible. Why? The females from that shoresh, the nishamot nukviot, the female souls from that shoresh are such a high level that Satan will never let them go until Mashiach comes. And the Ari uses as an example the nishamot that come from the shoresh nishama of Chur, Benashel Miriam. So tonight, so you see, first of all, we see one thing: some people never marry their soulmates. They marry nishamot very close to them. Close. For example, another example is Aaron HaKohen. Elisheva was not his true Batsheva, not true Batzug. But she was close enough to be a match to him. Obviously, when Aaron is going to get up in Chet HaMetim, he's still going to be with Elisheva, because that's who you end up with, the person that you married. I mean, once you get married, you're stuck with her, not till 120, till infinity and beyond. So better make those decisions well. So tonight is a very special night. So we're learning the B'schut Chur Benashel Miriam. We also know he was a tikkun of Nahor, the brother of Avraham Avinu. It's a very big neshama. So we ended off our past shiur. The Ari HaKadosh said something very, very cryptic. The Ari HaKadosh says in Sha'ar Hagilgulim, it says in Hagdama Aleph, that when a person is born to this world, he's born with a nefesh. He's born with a nefesh. And he says, before a person can get the ruach, he has to finish all the nefesh. And the nefesh we know corresponds to which world? Which world? No. Atzilut is Chaya. Asiya, the lowest one, right? Asiya. So if it corresponds to Asiya, how are you going to finish the whole Asiya? I mean, I'm only come from the Yesod of the Asiya. How do you want me to finish the whole Asiya? It's a very cryptic message, because shouldn't I only fix my own Shorosh Neshama? Why should I fix other people's Shorosh Neshama? I mean, it's like basically the Ari HaKadosh, from what he's saying so far, it's like the Ari said that I have to fix until the whole Asiya is not finished. Nobody can get their Ruach. What does that mean, nobody can get their Ruach? I'm living 100 years, 120 years. As my rabbi used to say, a person will live for another 100 years. You're 50 years old, you live for another 100 years. Don't worry about it. You have a lot of time. And you're telling me I can never reach my Ruach? So that means I'm never going to grow in spirituality. Because you guys should know one thing. All those powers that you see those big tzaddikim used to have, they could go days without eating. They could go to places to find kivrei tzaddikim. They could go inside the Sha'ar Shechem. They could go inside the Nablus, inside in the Palestinian territories without being afraid. No fear. That all comes from having a very high level neshama. If we would step inside the wrong gate, inside Jerusalem, we will all start shaking. Where's the nearest bathroom over here? But they wouldn't be afraid, these tzaddikim. They would do such big miracles. Like Chacham Menachem Menashe, he used to go every Rosh Chodesh when the Jordanians used to have control over Jerusalem. He used to tell people, hold my gartel, my belt, come inside with me to the Kotel. It was Arab territory back then. He used to do a special thing in near Eve, no Nirah. Because they had very high level neshamot. We also want to reach that note. How? The Ari says I have to finish the whole Asiyah. His v'acharkach, and then to get neshama, you have to finish the whole Yetzirah. How am I going to do that? It's impossible. Then you can get my neshama, which is bria. And we're going to learn this later on when the Ari is going to speak about in the Hagdama, I think, Hey or Vav, about Teshuvah, third line, in page Yud Gimel. We're going to speak about that a person, when he does Teshuvah, he basically fixes the 4 letters of Hashem's name, because your neshama is made out of the 4 letters of Hashem's name. Okay? So once you get to neshama, you don't sin anymore. If you get to the level of neshama, the Ari HaKadosh says, if you get to the level of bria, you're never going to sin again. That means you're never going to have a Yetzer Hara. Your Yetzer Hara is not existent anymore unless you go out to look for him. Okay, like it happened by Shabbatai Tzvi, Shemer Sha'im Yerkav. Or it happened to Yeravam ben Avat, the king of the Jews who rebelled against Shlomo. He was not only in the level of Neshama, he was already in the level of Atzilut. But he still messed up big time because he looked for it. He looked for his Ga'ava, he looked to sin. Okay? It says over here, the Ari, third line, Velo yaspik lo kasher yitaken makom prati shebo ne'echas shorish nishmato. So seemingly, the Ari says, it's not enough for me to fix my own soul. I have to fix all the relative souls to my neshama until I could get to the next level. רק צריך שיתקן כנזכר שראוי לעשייה, אז ישיג רוח היצירה, ועל דרך זה בשאר העולמות, and so on and so forth, and all the עולמות. So this is the words of the Ari HaKadosh. Now Rav Chaim Vital doesn't know what in the world the Ari is saying. He doesn't understand what he's saying. Because it doesn't make sense. If I come from a certain place in Asiya, why do I have to fix your spot? Why do I have to fix your spot? Why do I have to fix your spot? What do you have to do with me? I know Kol Yisrael, Arevim Zel Hazeh, v'chule, v'chule, v'chule. But you and me, I mean, your tikkun is not my tikkun. I don't have to fix what you messed up. Am I right or wrong? So from now on, we're going to read the words of Rav Chaim Vital, what he's trying to understand. He's going to have 3 answers. What did the Ari HaKadosh mean? Pirush HaDvarim. The explanation of what the Ari said. Shi'asok b'Torah. You have to learn Torah. Ube-mitzvot. And you gotta do mitzvot. And we learned last week, if you guys listen to my shiur, Sha'ar Hagilgulim part 2, to fix your nefesh, you have to do mitzvot, the 603 mitzvot, specifically mitzvot that deals with actions. And we gave the prime example of shiluach haken, of shooing away the mother's birth, lulav, etrog. All these are mitzvot ma'asiyot. And tzedakah is a mitzvah ma'asiyot. And what kind of Talmud Torah? We gave an example. What do you have to learn to fix your nefesh? Which part of the Torah? Tanakh. You have to learn specifically the 24 books. If you want to fix your nefesh every day, set aside 10 minutes a day of learning Tanakh. Tanakh means Torah, Nevi'im, and Ketuvim. The prophets, the writings, the 5 books of Moses. And why is this the first option of Chaim Vital says? Because if I learn let's say my neshama, I'm supposed to learn the book of Jeremiah, the book of Yirmiyah. I don't have to learn all 24 books. So Rav Chaim Vital is suggesting an answer. What did the Ari mean when he said I gotta fix the whole Asiya? That it's not enough for me just to learn the book of Jeremiah, the book of Yirmiyah. What do I really have to learn? I gotta learn the whole thing, all 24 books. That's the first option. Let's say we're going to learn later on that, let's say I come from the shoulder of Adam HaRishon. If I come from his shoulder, there's 11 mitzvot over there that I have to do. Specifically, for my neshama, I got to do these 11 mitzvot. One of them, for example, is to have kids. That's one of the neshamot. If your soul comes from the shoulder of Adam HaRishon, that's one of the mitzvot you got to do. You have to have you have to have a boy or a girl. You got to try your best. Okay? So, I would say, to get my ruach, which mitzvot I have to do? Only those 11. So what does the Ari mean when he says I have to finish the whole Asiyah? He means that no, 11 is not enough. What do I got to do? All 248. 613 anyways I have to do. The Lo Ta'aseh I'm obligated to do from the second I was born. Why? It's Shaval Ta'aseh. You understand? What does Asiyah means to do? So I got to do all 248 mitzvot. It's not enough to do the mitzvot that deals. There are some neshamot, for example, their mitzvah has to do tzedakah. They have a special drawing to tzedakah. Some people have a special drawing to work the land. Farmers. You understand? There's mitzvot for farmers, right? Shemitah, Orla, if you live inside Eretz Yisrael, and so on and so forth. But it's not enough just to do that. First option, what does that mean to fix the whole Asiyah? I have to fix all 248 mitzvot. Did you guys get what I said?
Yes.
That's it. That's the first option. V'lo yaspik kefi pratiut mekom achizat nafsho. It's not enough just to do the mitzvah that deals with you. If I come from the heart of Adam HaRishon. It's not enough to do the mitzvah that deal only with the heart of Adam HaRishon. It's not enough to do the mitzvah that deals with the eyes of Adam HaRishon. No, it's not enough. I gotta do all 248. V'arei zeh bebchinat kiyum haTorah mitzvot. And this is connected to what? To doing the Torah, learning Torah and doing mitzvot. So that means basically, yes, we have a very big job. If you want to get to the Ruach, you got to do all 248 mitzvot that you're able to do. The Rambam counts how many?
248.
How many are applicable in our generation? 60. For a woman, 36. So that's it, 36 mitzvot for a woman, 60 for a man. It's not that hard, is it? But one of them is V'ahavta l'recha kamocha. Next. V'ken, and so that's the first option. Sov tu v'chen, im chata upagam be'ezim makom shel asiyah. If I made a sin in the world of asiyah, what kind of sin is that? What could be a sin that only hits the world of asiyah? Can anybody here tell me? We say it every morning, every night in Kriyat Shema Lamida, when we do Ana. If I made a pagam, I missed Kriyat Shema today. I made a pagam in where? In Atzilut. I didn't say Shema today, I made a pagam in Atzilut, the highest level. If I did a pagam in Tefillin, I didn't wear Tefillin today, or I wore Pasul Tefillin. I made a pagam in Biriya. It's a serious pagam. If I made a pagam in Tzitzit, I didn't wear Tzitzit today. You know the Gemara Masechet Menachot says, even though we're not obligated to wear Tzitzit, you must wear Tzitzit. I made a pagam in the world of Yitzirah. But what's the pagam in the world of Asiyah? If I didn't pray. I didn't pray Shacharit today. You made a pagam in the world of Asiyah. So let's say I made a pagam now. Before I could get my Ruach, I got to fix the pagam. Am I right or wrong? So that's what the Marchu is saying over here. Af al pi she'enenu mekom achizat nafsho tzarich letakno. So let's say I didn't pray today. Chas v'shalom, I didn't pray Shacharit. We have time to pray Shacharit until when? Until midday, right? That means even if I miss Zman Kriyat Shema, I still have to pray Shacharit. I could even say the brachot of Yishtabach and Baruch She'amar till Chatzot. Only thing I skip is brachot of Kriyat Shema. Now let's say I missed the tefillah. Now missing tefillah is a very basic mitzvah. Let's say tefillah deals with Malchut Sheba'asiyah. Let's say my neshama comes from Yesod Sheba'asiyah. Do I still have to fix the pagam of Malchut Sheba'asiyah? Huh? What is the Ari saying? What is the Marchu's first? This is his suggestion. Even though the pagam has nothing to do with me. The pagam doesn't hurt the shoulder of Adam HaRishon. It hurts the hand, it hurts the fingers. I still gotta fix it.
So what?
Exactly. I still gotta fix it. So it's a very big deal. I mean, to get to Ruach, you gotta work a lot. You gotta fix all the pagamim you did in Asiyah. That means, and tefillah is the ideal. It's the ideal example. Why? Because tefillah, we know the Gemara says it's me'uvat lo yochol litkon, v'chesron lo yochal limanot. Once you miss a tefillah, to make a tikkun for that, because you can never bring back time. You understand what I'm saying? You can't bring back lost time. You could make up for it by praying mincha twice. Now here's the big thing. I missed shacharit. I got to pray mincha twice, right? Let's say I say I don't want to pray mincha twice. I want to pray mincha one time. I made another pegam. Because al pi halacha, I'm obligated to pray mincha twice. It's a double pegam. Okay? So first suggestion of the Ari of the Marchu. What does the Ari mean when he said I got to fix the whole asiyah? Number one, I have to do all 248 mitzvot. And number two, I gotta learn all the 24 books. When I say learn, doesn't mean read. It means read and understand. And number three, I gotta fix all the pegams that I made in Asiyah. That's the first suggestion. We got a lot of work to do, Rabbi said. But it's not easy to be a prince of the son of Hashem, am I right?
Yeah, just prayer.
No, that's just one example. So we're going to learn that every mitzvah has to do with asiyah. Why? You have 5 levels to a mitzvah. Every mitzvah has the action level. It has the speech level. It has the kavanah. It has the machshava. And it has the ratzon. You understand? So we're going to learn later on that every mitzvah that you do, let's say I did my mitzvah. I did lulav and etrog. I just did it without al nitilat lulav. Yeli yeli, as they say. I said the bracha wrong. I didn't have kavanah. I just did the mitzvah on the lowest level of asiyah. That means I created an angel right now. It's basically his shaloch. He's a cripple. Handicapped. That's exactly what you're doing. But that at least he could do with the wheelchair. This guy can't even fly. The Ari says in Sha'ar Hagilgulim, when you mess up in the dibur, for example, you said the bracha, you prayed wrong, you said the wrong words. You created an angel without wings. What good is that angel? You understand what I'm saying? So there's a lot of repercussions on what we do. If I did have no kavanah, I had no machshava, I had no ratzon, I did it, and you know how you say mitzvat anashim melumada. Okay, it's all these things have a repercussion how the mitzvah is going to look like in Shammai.
Question.
Yes, go ahead.
It's better to not do mitzvah at all if you create the angel without hands, legs.
You have to do the mitzvah. What's going to happen when you're going to do teshuvah be'ezrat Hashem? God willing, if it's a teshuvah meratzon, if you do teshuvah out of your tachtidil, as they say, you're going to be able to fix all those angels be'ezrat Hashem. We're going to buy them airplane tickets so they could be able to fly to Shammai.
And first class.
Haumna. However, says the Ari Kadosh, continuing, Im eze nefesh acheret chaser milasot eze mitzvah. Let's say my good friend, he's missing one of the mitzvah. You did all the mitzvah, you didn't do shiluach haken. You didn't send the mother bird away and take the eggs. Asher himola masiyah, and this mitzvah, as we're going to learn, it's very detrimental to get to the ruach. Until you don't do shiluach haken, you cannot. That's why I keep on saying it. It's a Shem and Sason at the beginning of Sha'ar Mitzvot. It's one of my favorite mitzvot. I had the zechut of doing it a couple of times the right way. So it's I like this mitzvah.
This mitzvah they do after sundown?
You have to do it at night, correctly. You can't do it in the morning, and you can't do it in a private domain. That's why it's very hard to do.
What the earliest time?
Once it becomes 3 stars come out, about 20 minutes after sunset, like right now it will be around 9 o'clock, you could do this mitzvah. Okay? I'm not going to tell you a story that just came to my head because we're here to learn, so maybe afterwards, guys, remind me, I'll tell you the story. But let's say my friend did a certain avera. I'm not obligated to fix your avera, John. Your avera is your avera. I could help you, but I don't have to fix you to get to the ruach. I don't have to fix you to get to my neshama. What you do, it's
on you.
It's on you. You understand? Now, obviously, you have a connection with your child. We're going to learn later on Sha'ar Hagilgulim. If your child is over 1,000 levels above you in neshamot, he's over 1,000 levels above you, so you guys have a connection. But if he's less than 1,000 levels above you or beneath you, then you guys are. What he does is his problem, and what you do is your problem. The higher connection you have when you think of having your children, that's going to be the difference in the size of his neshama and his connection with you. The higher his neshama, the more you could include yourself inside of him. We're going to learn about that connection too. The Rebbe's connection with the Talmud is above the father's connection with his son. The Rebbe has a higher probability of fixing the student than the father has to fixing the son. That's why also in halacha, how does it play out? You're obligated to respect your Rebbe more than your father. Obviously, it's Rebbe HaMuvhak.
Is there an obligation or no?
To what?
For the Rebbe to the student.
Every time you're learning with your Rebbe, his hevel, we're going to learn about it. His breath that comes out of him, when it hits you, it does for you a specific kind of tikkun. That's why when you leave a shi'ur, sometimes you get inspired a little bit. Sometimes you get inspired a lot. Sometimes you get inspired, then after 20 minutes, yalla, balagan, it's done. You understand? Yeah, the high goes down. Sometimes you hear a shi'ur and what? You can't wait for next week. You understand? It's many different kinds of levels. That's not what we're doing right now, though. Okay? So, I'm not obligated to fix your neshama. And you're not obligated to fix my neshama. Obviously, we have a certain quid pro quo when we do something. But I'm still not obligated to fix you. On one condition. Let's say me and Rabbi Gavriel over here, we both come from the same part of Adam HaRishon. We both come from the shoulder. But not specifically from the shoulder. We both have to come from the same sphera inside the shoulder of Adam HaRishon. Then we both have to fix each other. But later on we're going to learn there's a big problem with that. When we're going to be born, we're going to naturally hate each other. So that means the people that you hate, you're usually the ones closest to you in your neshama. Why do you hate each other? The Ari HaKadosh explains, you guys are always competing against each other, and the neshamot, you guys just don't understand. If you would help each other out, it would be easier for you to get your ruach. But at the end of the day, it's really, you guys are hurting each other by competing. So competition is not always a good thing. Causes sinat chinam, v'chulei. Or if Sha'ar, here's the second option, the Maruch says, Ki ein shum tikun nofel ela b'tikun pegam ha'avera bilvad. The second option of what the Ari meant when he says you have to fix the whole Asiyah is that you don't have to learn the whole Tanakh, do 248 mitzvot, v'chule. Come on, you're in the nefesh, you're in the lowest level. How are you going to do all of that? You just have to fix all the pagams you made. In this Gilgul, in the last Gilgul, in the one before that, until Moshe Rabbeinu, alav hashalom.
I think it's easier to do all the mitzvot.
It is much easier. Remember, aseh, when a person has an aseh, it's much easier than a lo ta'aseh. Especially when it comes to fixing. We're going to learn, well, how do you do fixing the pegam of your pegamim? If you learn Sha'ar HaKodesh, obviously. We're not going to learn how to fix the pegamim in Sha'ar Hagilgulim. This is not our topic. But if you learn Sha'ar HaKodesh, if you see what it is to fix one ga'ava, for example. 15 fasts for one time you had ga'ava. Come on, it's not worth it anymore to have ga'ava, you understand? Chas v'shalom, this whole parade thing that was going on in the city. Every time, 333 fasts. Come on, it's not even worth it. You understand? So it's, to fix one pegam, how they say in Yiddish, dir balak. You understand? Listen, it's a lot of work. So the second option that Ari HaKadosh, that Maruch suggests, you don't have to do all the mitzvot. You don't have to learn all of Tanakh. Rather, what do you have to do? Just fix the pagams that you made. You missed Shacharit 10 times in your life? You gotta do teshuvah. How you do teshuvah is not the topic of Sha'ar Hagilgulim. It's Sha'ar HaKodesh. 61 fasts for every time you missed. If you already asked. You understand? Let's not get into that. I don't want to scare people. They're here to listen Sha'ar Hagilgulim, not Sha'ar Yisurim. Okay? Or if Sha'ar, and here's the third option, and the mark is V'hu HaNachon. What's V'hu HaNachon? This is the right one. The first and the second one are 50-50. You know what 50-50 means? 50-50. Kiderech mashal. So now you guys have got to listen to me. We're getting into a bit of physics. Let's say you're from the sphera of the malchut, of the nukva, of the asiyah. Hanikret nefesh the asiyah. What does that mean? There's the world of asiyah. How many partzufim is in every olam?
10.
That's how many sefirot there are. Partzufim, 5, like the Narrachi. Repeat after me. Arich, Abba, Ve'ima, Za, and Nuk. Okay? 5 partzufim in every olam. How many olams are there? 5 olamot. How many parts of the neshama? 5 parts of the neshama.
You don't do the 12?
We never deal with the 12 in Sha'ar Hagilgulim because that's chalukah pratit. We're in chalukah klalit. Okay? Slowly. Excuse me. So let's say my neshama comes from the malchut. Every partzuf has how many sefirot?
5.
10. Let's say my neshama comes from the malchut of the nukva of olam ha'asiyah.
It's the lowest.
Yeah, so
all
basically,
all
the lowest. Basically, it's like saying I come from the nefesh of Asiyah.
From the basement.
That means
The fifth, which is the...
you should know, David HaMelech, that's where he started. King David, that's where he started from. And I said this to you in the first shiur, he was the only person to achieve fixing all parts of his neshama in one Gilgul.
But how? He's actually.
I think it's not so
He
much.
fixed everything. He went all the way to Atzilut.
I think it's not so much, but he was even though he was.
Now you know the power of Tehillim is, huh?
I think it's not because he was so much tzaddik chacham, even though he was, but I think it's more because of his suffering.
The reason he suffered so much, David HaMelech, because he came from such a place. Anybody who comes from the Nukva has to suffer in life. So you don't have any choice. In your situation, you have to suffer.
You just have to accept it.
You gotta accept it. Somebody once said there's no word in Yiddish as problem.
There's no problem.
There's no problems in the world. It's a situation. You gotta accept the situation.
Like.
So let's say I came from the Malchut of the Nukva of the Asiyah, which is called Nefesh the Asiyah. Tzarich sheitaken, to get my Ruach, what do I have to do? I have to fix all the Malchuyot of the Ruach, of the Neshama, of the Chaya, of the Yechidah of Asiyah. To get to my actual big family of Ruach, I have to fix the Malchut of the Nukva, I have to fix the Malchut of Zah, I have to fix the Malchut of Ima, I have to fix the Malchut of Abba, Malchut of Arich of Asiyah.
So, one in each world.
One in each partzuf in the world. So basically, I have to get all Narnachi of the Nefesh of the Nefesh. I have to get. Let's say my soul comes from Yesod Asiyah. That means I'm connected to Zah, to the world of Zah. But you doesn't. But Ari says no. There's no kind of thing. I'm just connected to one Sphira in Asiyah. I'm connected to that Sphira times 5. It goes either down or up depending where you come from. Okay, so basically, to get my ruach, that Rabbi Shimon Agassi explains, I have to learn Tanakh 5 times. Because I gotta do it when I have my nefesh of my nefesh. I gotta do it when I have my ruach of my nefesh. I gotta do it when I have the neshama of my nefesh, the chaya of my nefesh, and the yichida of my nefesh.
And 3 more shlochot
The 3. I don't know if I did it the right way. I mean, who knows what I had when I did it the first time? And that's what I'm saying. So it's not enough to do mitzvot one time. How many times you gotta do mitzvot? So you ask me a bomb question, guys. What, I'm supposed to have 5 sets of boy and girl? 10 kids? That's for one. That's just for the nefesh. Times 5, I'm supposed to have what, 50 kids?
You gotta be a Mormon.
Come on. Lahavdil elef havdalot. So here's the thing. Rabbi Shimon Agassi suggests not that I have to do every mitzvah 5 times. But every mitzvah that I do, I have to do it in all 5 parts. Ma'aseh, dibur, machshava, kavana, and re'uta deliba. I gotta do it with kaif. Enjoyment. I gotta do it because I'm excited to do it.
Chabad style.
We're all Chabad, to tell you the truth. Chabad is not a Hasidus. It's not a sect of Judaism. It's a way of life. You understand? You have to do the mitzvah with simcha. You gotta do it with not just love and fear, obviously. B'dechilu urchimu dechilu. We're gonna end here for today. Baruch Adonai le'olam. Amen ve'amen.